Now, those first two stories are cases of making sure that my actions were stepping in line with the way that I knew that I ought to behave. But there is another way, which is making sure that the way that you think you ought to behave is more in line with who you really are and what you really feel. And that was something that I had to come face to face with very recently. I talk about this extensively in the Emotional Mastery course that we have. If you are interested, that course is much more internal focused, whereas Charisma University, by and large, is about interacting with other people, and the results that you get are measured primarily in the results that you get in those interactions. Are you closer? Are you getting promoted? Are you having more of the kinds of people in your friend circle that you'd like? That's how we judge results in Charisma University. But Emotional Mastery is much more about the way that you feel internally, and it is a deeper dive. It's something that I came to later in my life. But for me, this was almost the exact flip of what I'd had to learn in my early 20s, because I became at some point a growth machine. I got absolutely hooked on the feeling of making sure that I was living up to this ideal image of myself. And I didn't realize it, but it became such that almost everything I do, whether I was playing the guitar or interacting with friends, had to have some element of growth involved in it. So I was trying to develop my social skills while I was with my friends, or if I was playing guitar, I had to be drilling scales instead of just playing the guitar. And so part of this for you, depending on where you're at in your life, might be in relaxing the extremely driven image that you think that you need to live up to. And that's what it was for me lately. And in fact, it was something that I think for many people isn't the answer right now. But for me, I went out and I bought a video game system. And I've played Super Smash Bros. With my friends. And it's not about being the best Super Smash Bros. Player in the world, though I do get competitive with them. It's about doing something that is not growth oriented. It's about giving myself space to just be. And then I've started meditating, not with the idea that this would make me more productive, but that it would train me to just simply sit and exist and not have to have this growth-driven mindset all the time. So that's been balancing for me lately. I bring this up because I want you to know that yes, there are areas of your life, and I think this is incredibly important, where you make sure that your behavior is matching the way that you know you ought to behave. But I also want you to reflect and go, you know what? Is this a way that I think I ought to behave, or is this perhaps a value that I have unthinkingly adopted from society or from my mother and my father? Like, I need to be in a relationship right now because I'm at a particular age. So just be discerning when you're looking at the sentence completion stems that you filled out, and really make sure that you are going after your chosen values and not ones that have been chosen for you.